you're not always going to make a lot of money, and it's going to affect your mental health.
On the most poisonous of things, taking my chances. And then
I'm sad. Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Family member one day being like, just completely disowning me.
2 years now since I quit my 9-to-5 job as a legal assistant to become a spicy content creator. And everyone would be dreaming of this kind of job because it gives you so much freedom, and if you're lucky, you also make a lot of money from it. But the truth is, it's so up and down in every way. Like, you're not always going to make a lot of money, and it's going to affect your mental health at some point, like it has for me. You know, your relationships could suffer, and there can be a lot of drama. Society doesn't respect you and will never respect you. Yeah, and this job feels really boring to me now and isolating because, yeah, it's been 2 years, which isn't even a long time, but yeah, when you have so much freedom, then it does become a little bit boring, and when you don't have a challenge in life, you just feel a bit dead inside, you know?
No woman in their right mind is dreaming about being on OnlyFans and selling her dignity for money. Because as she said herself, society won't respect you. You have to be forever alone. You would always be looked at like a sex object rather than an actual person, if that is, in itself not a challenge for her, then I don't know what is.
And I feel like this job isn't hard. It's just time-consuming in some ways and mentally draining, but it's certainly not hard. And yeah, you're more likely to reach a point where you just start to question everything, and you just think like, what am I even doing? And yeah, sometimes I have that, and other times I feel really good. I'm like, oh my god, I've got all this time, I can do whatever I want every day, and you know, make good money. And but yeah, and other times you just think it's not all that, you know. And us people have struggles, a lot of struggles. Yeah, so before you wish that you were, you know, living this life, just think again. It's really not all that. The grass is definitely not greener. Sometimes I wish I had kept my 9-to-5 job. It would have saved me a lot of drama, because now I also can probably never find a normal job again, and this job also isn't forever. Obviously I'm getting older, and yeah, we all have a shelf life here, and I don't know what's next. You also need an exit plan for this job, so there's just so many things to consider before, you know, doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just a few thoughts right now. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen in future. Right now I'm just cruising, but yeah, I just do feel a bit lost and depressed at the minute. But yeah.
Why would being on OnlyFans be hard for any woman? You don't need any skills for it. You are just showing your body to the whole world. And the independence she is talking about is nothing but loneliness, because she does not have a man in her life, and she won't ever have one, because she has ruined her reputation forever, and that money also won't stay forever if she does not invest it smartly. And knowing her from this clip, I don't think she has the knowledge to do that. And still, there are women like her who hate men so much that they would rather stay alone than have a guy besides them.
when someone asks me why I'm still single, I would rather swim naked in the fucking Amazon River and feast on the most poisonous of things, taking my chances, and then give birth to a full-blown fucking toddler having a tantrum with no medication, rip right from my hole to my anus.
So she would rather feast on poisonous animals than date a guy. So I wish good luck to her to just try whatever bullshit she just said. She would get the know-how of how easy it is to say shit like this and how hard it is to actually do that. These are the type of woman who would stay single and miserable their entire life and then give destructive advice to other girls as well. And when those girls act on that advice, then they would also cry like this woman did in this clip.
It just broke a guy's heart. Like the nicest guy I've ever met. Like, he would have done anything for me. And I'm just searching for a feeling that might not exist. Like a type of love. really sucks. Just so sad that he's. I'm sad. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So if he was willing to do everything for you, then why did you leave him and break his heart? And now if you have done that, then why are you crying and posting a video about it on the internet? It won't help you or him. But then in today's generation, everyone wants to become an internet celebrity and are willing to do everything it takes, no matter the consequences as shown in this clip here.
So this is the story of how I got disowned by my family for starting an OF. I started one about 1.5 years ago, and like I always said from the start, I was going to go all in with it. Like I wasn't going to bother hiding it because I knew it would come out eventually. Like my goal was to be super successful, so I wasn't going to bother trying to hide it from friends or family because I knew it was just going to come out. But like I wasn't shoving it in their face. Like I literally made like a whole, different page and everything like that, so it wouldn't be all up in their grill. But as time went on, I got bigger and bigger, and people started seeing my stuff. Friends started seeing my stuff, and, eventually my family saw it. But again, I feel like it's one of those things where, you have to be nosy to look into it. Like, you have to want to look into it. It doesn't just jump out at your face. Like, you're clicking buttons to different places that gets you there. When my mum and sister found out, they couldn't even confront me about it. They had to ask my dad to call me about it because they just couldn't talk to me about it. So my dad called me and he said, I heard you doing this, this, and this. He was super supportive. I honestly take my hat off to him because he was so grounded and he was super supportive with what I did, like the way I chose to live my life. But yeah, other than him, no one could really look me in the eyes and talk to me about it. Like, everyone would talk behind my back, but they wouldn't talk to me directly to my face. And then I got a message from a family member one day being like, just completely disowning me, not wanting anything to do with me, like took me off every other platform and like didn't speak to me for about 1 year. I was hurt by it, but at the same time I was like glad to have that toxicity out of my life. Like, if someone can't take me for who I am and how I am, then so be it. They can get out. I used to care so much about what people thought of me, their opinions of me, and now like I'm just at the point in my life where I don't care what people think about me anymore. It's just like the biggest weight off my shoulders. Like, I could literally not be happier not caring about what people think about me. And then I get a message from a close family member saying that someone in my family literally went onto my page, screenshotted like everything, and sent it around this big family group chat. And these weren't just photos of me at the beach with my friends. Like, these were like full-on photos that they had paid for, screenshotted, and sent to everyone in my family. Like, that is literally illegal. You're not allowed to do that. I was absolutely devastated.